This looks very nice place, so I'm going to stay here. Hello guys, this video is a review of this Onewind underquilt, and I got for myself underquilt combo. So this is underquilt and this is camping blanket. You can connect it to your underquilt and use it in winter. So this is 4-season underquilt, yeah. And also in this video will be review of this Onewind mini reel Ridgeline. So this is tangle-free system, very nice and easy to use. And actually this camping blanket is multi-purpose. You can use it as a blanket, you can make a top quilt from it, you can double up this underquilt for winter use, and also you can create a cocoon from your underquilt and your blanket. Yeah. And I want to mention that nobody is paying me to say anything about these products. These are all my own thoughts about them. If I don't like something, I will tell. And definitely, I will tell everything I like about them. So my plan for this night is to show you its features and of course test it in real life situation. So I have over here warmer version. They have two versions. So this combo is from 0 to -12 degrees Celsius. As I understand, you can use one layer down to 0 degrees Celsius, and if you are combining two, you can use it as low as -12 degrees Celsius. But I want to test that. I don't actually believe those numbers. But in different sense, I do think. Because I've built my own underquilts in the past, and I've built them from just a simple cheap summer underquilts with comfort rating plus 15 degrees Celsius. Can you imagine? And I've been able to use them down to -10 degrees Celsius as underquilts. Of course with adequate sleeping bag. But in those tests I was using also windsock and underquilt protector. I believe they helping a lot too. So I'm curious why this underquilt can go only down to 0 degrees Celsius if using in one layer. Because this one layer actually is even thicker and puffier as my homemade underquilt. I've been using in -10 degrees Celsius, no problem. So I believe this underquilt also can go as low as -10 degrees Celsius easily. And I want to test it. So in this winter I'm going to test that. So tonight temperature should be around 0 degrees, maybe -2 degrees, we'll see. So this camping blanket I'm going to use on the top. I will create a top quilt from it and I will double up my 2 degrees top quilt. So yeah, in this winter I'm going to test this thing very hardly. I want to see exactly how low I can go with one layer. And if it will pass -10 degrees Celsius, I will not test it in lower temperatures because -10 is enough for me for this 1.1 kilogram underquilt. So yeah, if there will be any lower, I will just double it up, no problem. Yeah. So at the moment I don't have any underquilt protector for this one because my homemade underquilt protectors are too short for this. So this one is a little bit longer as my homemade underquilt. So yeah. Okay, I will set up my hammock and see you there. Peace! So hammock is ready. The next, of course, is this Onewind underquilt. So it comes in a package like this. It's basically the same size as Onewind's top quilts. So I think it's quite nice size. You can compress it even more. Let's see. So it has this compression strap. Okay. And this stuff sack is double-sided. So very nice. So you can basically leave it on your bungee cords when you are setting up it. And of course this is very nice. It stays in the package when you are setting up, it doesn't touch the ground, so very cool. So this underquilt comes with the carabiners and these are color coded. One is plain metal color, other one is black, so that you can know which end is head end and which end is foot end. So this is very nice. It makes your setup a lot easier. Because when you are tuning your underquilt, you are putting your underquilt more to the head end, of course. That's the way you are sleeping in your hammock. So on the foot end, the bungee cords are longer, and on the head end, these are shorter. So this is very nice feature that you can know which is head end So for me, this carabiner is for head end. Okay, let's set it up. So basically you are attaching this to your loop on your hammock. I will show you, come on. So like I said, you are attaching your carabiner to this loop on your hammock. Just straightforward, very easy. Like this, done. And then you just open other end and connect other carabiner on the foot end. So like I said, other carabiner is black color. And this underquilt connects with the 3 bungee cords. So 2 on the top and 1 in the middle. So very nice. Okay, let's put it on. So, like I said, you can leave this stuff sack just like this, or you can take it off, of course. In my case, I have my bug net in this hammock stuff sack, and I'm going to place this stuff sack from the underquilt just right in there. Very nice. Done. So like I said, this underquilt connects with 3 bungee cords. So 2 on the top and 1 in the middle part. So this one is for keeping your underquilt closer to you and for more efficient closing. So on the each end you have these tuning tabs. So it's very easy to tune. See? And also over here you have these parts you can cinch down. See? These are 2, each on one side. You need to tune your underquilt closer to your head end, cinch these ends, and yeah, and you're ready to roll. So as you can see, it has these connection buttons. So these are for connecting your second layer. So you basically lay inside your second layer and just attach with these connection buttons. As you can see, there are many of them on the edges. Okay. It also has these connection points with these D-rings. So these are for connecting your underquilt to your ridgeline to get it more closer to you if needed. And also here in the middle you can cinch it up like this for better fit. By the feel, it actually feels like a down. It's same as their top quilts. They actually feel like a down, but they are synthetic. It feels very light and puffy, and color of course is amazing. So I have Onewind hammock, so it's very easy to attach my underquilt to my hammock. So I'm going to use this hook to attach to my underquilt. Done. And of course same on the other side. So now, as you can see, it's very easy to get in and out the hammock. You don't need to look where is your hammock inside, you know. Now you just open your hammock and sit inside. It's very easy. That's a nice feature. Don't forget to cinch the ends of your underquilt, of course. And make it nice and smooth over there. If there be too wrinkly, you could lose your heat. Show you one more time. You see? If you just cinch it like this, it's still some opening over here and there's like S shape or something. You just make it even, okay? Like this. It's much better now. When you will be inside, nice. But of course, it's very nice idea to use underquilt protector because it will close up all gaps and it will keep some warm inside. It will be much better actually, because the wind is nasty, you know. Yeah. Okay. So there is this bungee cord inside and you just attach it like this. See? So it looks something like this. So 1 on the end, 1 in the middle, and 1 on the other end. Very nice. Now the underquilt will stay in place, and it is very easy to get inside your hammock now. You just open it and get inside. Very nice. like I mentioned before, I'm going to use this camping blanket on the top. So this is basically a big blanket. So with this one you can double up your underquilt or use it as a blanket. And I'm actually want to try to make a cocoon from this. Maybe for nighttime I'm going to use it as a blanket or make a top quilt from it. But as it goes for now, I want to try to make a cocoon. So I'm going to connect it the same way I would connect it to make a double layer, but only difference will be that hammock is sandwiched in between. So let's do this. And also keep in mind, there's the bottoms on the one side is on a different side. You need to fold it and then connect it. That's because of the design. That blanket is multi-purpose, so you can make a top quilt from it and so on. That's okay. As you can see from this side, I'm connecting it like this. For other side it would be, I need to fold it in and then connect, okay? That's the difference. Everything is okay. That's the design of it. Also, I wanted to show you, so you can close one end and make a top quilt from it. Only thing, this blanket has no cinch on the end. So there's two versions. You can feed your own bungee cord inside this material over here, or easier way, just to take a bungee loop and close this end like this. So that's why I already pre-made loop like this with the option to cinch it, okay? This is very easy to do, and I'm basically connecting like this to my stuff sack, and it's always there. If I want to make a top quilt from my blanket, it's very easy to do. But of course you can use just some paracord or something. So I will show you. Close one end like this. And place your bungee cord around and cinch it. Done! So now this blanket acts as a top quilt. So this blanket is multi-purpose. Okay, back to the business. And actually I thought now you can also make a hybrid. You can connect your top part to your hammock and feet end leave as a top quilt with a food box. It's also possible. Okay, let's make a cocoon. I want to see how it looks. Okay. And here on the other side of the hammock, as you can see, the tabs are all way around. That's because of the design, and that's okay. Everything is fine with that. Here you fold it over like this and then connect. Okay? Super easy. So yeah, as you can see now, you have a cocoon. That's very nice actually. So one more time, from the one side it connects like this, and from the other side you need to fold over and then connect it. So now you have a cocoon. Only thing, the both ends are open. On a head end it's fine, but on a foot end, for example, if you have some not enough good sleeping bag or something for those temperatures, you can get cold feet from this end. But of course that's not a problem. You can open up the last buttons and then put your feet inside like this. So it's basically the same as you would use it as a blanket. So only difference, now it holds to the sides. So this blanket is multi-purpose. So I have 4 options how to use this blanket tonight. Number 1 is use it as a blanket. Second one is use it as a cocoon. Third one is to make a top quilt and double up my existing top quilt. And fourth is to double up my underquilt. But in that case I will be cold anyway, because today I have only one top quilt with me with a comfort rating of 2 degrees Celsius. But tonight temperature should be below 0. So that's not option for me. But maybe. In that way, maybe I can use my jacket, something like that. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to put my rest gear inside and then I need to cook something. So, as a top quilt, I'm going to use this Onewind top quilt with a comfort rating of 2 degrees Celsius. And here's my base layer with a fleece jacket, with a fleece ninja mask, some gloves, some thermal socks. And I'm going to use this Onewind pillow. I'm going to put it under my knees, because for my head normally I don't need any pillow in a hammock. Ready? Mini reel Ridgeline. So this is tangle-free system. Very nice and easy to use. So it basically is this reel with about 12 meters of Ridgeline. This is the anima, this is good stuff. There is this carabiner. You can take it off. Then you turn it like this. Okay. And that way you can open it up if you want to replace it or make it even longer. Okay. So on the end it has this loop. You put it around the tree and feed all your system through like this. Okay? And here on the line it has this hook for tensioning and securing in a place. And all these parts are connected with the prosec knots. Then it has these 2 prosec knots. These are for your tarp, but I don't know why they're putting 2, because there are 3 connection points on a tarp. So I connected my own to the central connection point of my tarp. So now it has 3. This is how it should be. But that's easy fix. You can put your own loops, as many as you wish. Okay. So let's connect it to the tree and I will show you what to do next with it. So like I mentioned before, you put this loop around the tree. But don't forget to pull all these parts closer to the spool. So now just feed everything through. Done. But I actually would prefer carabiner on the end. It would be much easier to connect. Maybe even something small as this one. This is strong stuff. I've been testing it. These are from AliExpress. They're super tiny, super light and quite strong. So, okay. So the next, I need to just roll it out to the other end. But I need to drag all these parts with me by leaving first one on the one end of the hammock, the center one in the center, the next one on the other end of the hammock, and this hook almost all the way to the next 3. Okay, let's do this. So I'm leaving first prosec knot here. So next in the middle. And the last one just over here. And then idea is to put around this tree, and this part with the hook, leave something like this, a little bit off this tree. And now you connect to this smaller hook over here and cinch it. Super easy. And now there is this bigger hook. Place it like 2 or 3 times. And that's it. You roll in your excess line and use carabiner to connect it on your line. That's it. Super easy, super simple. And I want to mention that nobody is paying me to say anything about these products. These are all my own thoughts about them. If I don't like something, I will tell. And definitely, I will tell everything I like about them. So the next, I'm going to put my tarp and then I will cook something. Okay, see you later. Peace! These winter nights. So it's already been darkness since 4 o'clock. Wow. So my tarp is ready. I also have windsock with me. because I remember my test with my homemade underquilts I've done inside the windsock and underquilt protector, so there are 2 layers extra. So at the moment no wind, and also this Onewind billow tarp has the doors. My snack pack all-weather shelter 3x3 meter tarp has no doors, so I think now it's even. I'm going to use tarp with the doors but without windsock versus tarp without doors with the windsock, so I think it should be the same now. But in any case, if I will be cold, the first thing I will do, I will put my windsock, because in my case I don't have any extra top quilts. If I'm going to use my camping blanket for creating double layer underquilt, I'm gonna be cold from the top, so I have one backup, I have a windsock. But at the moment I will leave it as it is. Okay, so actually let's check the temperature. I believe it's around 0 degrees or something. So the temperature is minus 0.03 and humidity is 90.7%. So yeah, it's around 0 degrees. I hope temperature will drop something around -2, maybe -5. It would be even better. And if this underquilt cold up very nicely, I will be nice and toasty, then yeah, then I was right that this underquilt can go even lower. And I'm not talking about some extreme temperatures you can survive. I'm talking about comfort limit temperature. The temperature that you still can use, you feel fine, but you can feel that it's starting to get a bit cold. That's the comfort limit temperature. That's temperature I'm talking about. But like I said, I'm going to test this underquilt in this winter down to -10 degrees Celsius. And later on I will add a second layer, because for me -10 is enough for one underquilt, okay? I believe it can go even lower, but yeah, that's fine with me, because my homemade are okay till -10 degrees. And I remember the time I was in -27 degrees Celsius, I've used 2 homemade underquilts. So yeah, I think it's time to cook something. So now I have my titanium ramen station. So no more plastic container for eating my ramen. This looks much better. And it's from titanium. Very nice lunchbox. Of course, this lunchbox is 2 times heavier as my previous plastic container. But you know that plastic container, it's not so healthy, because it's plastic. Titanium is clean metal, so this will be healthier. It looks professional, and yeah. And also I can heat my ramen inside this container, but I'm not sure about the seal. There is a seal, some silicone seal. Maybe I should leave it open when I'm boiling and then closing it after boiling. Maybe. I also decided to get version with the handle. It's much easier to work with when it's hot and to cook something inside. And this container is 800 milliliters. My previous was 700 or 750, something like that. So, very nice. As you can see, there is that seal. With that silicone, it should be fine for heating, but I think I will cook with lid open and then I will close it later like that. Okay guys, bon appetit! That's the way I like it. My homemade ramen. Wow. I don't making that pasta myself. These are instant noodles made in Germany. These are bio, eco schmecko, you know. But the seasoning, oil, herbs, everything, I'm putting myself as I like it. Wow, very nice. And also I like this container. And the nice thing is you can actually take this handle off if you don't want it. So bottom is quite hot, but sides are okay to handle. Okay, I will finish my meal and then I will crawl inside my hammock because it's quite cold outside and these are long winter nights. I will maybe watch some movie, eat cookies, drink tea. Yeah, okay then. See you later. Peace. Look at these guys. They look like mosquitoes, but I think they are not mosquitoes. They're flying differently, without a zzz sound. What are these guys doing in 0 degrees Celsius? Come on. I don't know. So it seems that these are caddisflies. So yeah, something like this. So they are not going to bite me, but I have bug net anyways, but I will not use it. These things are not bothering me, they're coming only on light, that's it. So I decided to make a top quilt from this camping blanket. And here you can see why on the one side of your underquilt and also on this blanket, these are on the opposite sides, because you can click them together like this. If they were, for example, on the same side, for example on the inside, then you would need to click them together like this. Then it creates this not nice looking lip here. Or if they were on the outside, then you would fold in everything to click them together. This would be better, but anyway, this way is the best, of course. So I have 2 top quilts. And I believe they both are rated to 2 degrees Celsius. Because by the feel, the thickness, the weight, everything is the same. Yeah, feels the same. Maybe there is some slight difference, but they feel the same. So now I'm combining 2 degrees top quilts. I'm not sure what's the temperature they should give me. I have one formula, you can calculate it, but I need to find it. But I think definitely down to minus 10 degrees Celsius. For these 2. So formula is like this. Add 2 comfort ratings of 2 bags together. In my case it was 2 plus 2 degrees Celsius. Minus the temperature you're the most comfortable without moving. Most likely 25 degrees Celsius. Then add 7 for whatever reason. That should be your new rating. In my case it's minus 14 degrees Celsius. As it goes for underquilts, as I said, I found one phenomena that you actually don't need the same temperature rating on the bottom as you need on the top. I don't know why, because I was using underquilt that's rated to plus 15 degrees Celsius. I made it from cheap sleeping bag, but I was able to use it down to minus 10 degrees and no problem at all. But on the top, everything is fine. I've tested many times with the sleeping bags, with the top quilts. I mostly tested Snackpack and Onewind gear. And both of them, for me, the temperature ratings are correct. And I was testing in a thin base layer. Not even with a fleece jacket. Just a thin base layer, thermal socks and beanie, that's it. And they always were accurate for me. Of course, you sometimes can feel cold, but it's depending. If you are get inside your sleeping bag, you are cold. Maybe you didn't eat enough, you know. Maybe you feel not so nice. But if you do everything right, you eat before bed. Maybe you do some jumping jacks to heat yourself up, and you don't get inside your sleeping bag when you are cold, then everything should be fine. So yeah, okay. Only one thing, I found that this fabric is very wrinkly. I left it open at home, but it's still very wrinkly. Look at this one. This one is top quilt. It also was pressed inside that stuff sack. But you see, it looks much smoother as this one. But it's not a problem. I like actually those wrinkles, but I'm just curious, why is that? They actually feel the same material. I don't know. Okay, so the difference between this top quilt with that one is that this top quilt poncho has a sewing lines in this direction, and camping blanket has these sewing lines longwise. And of course this top quilt slash poncho, you can use it as a poncho. because it has this hole for your head. But of course you can drop this blanket on your shoulders, on your head, and use it almost the same way. Okay, I think this will be from the outside, and my top quilt poncho will be like inside layer. I decided to leave that cocoon option for other time. In my opinion, for using as a blanket, the best is for summer. In the cold weather like now, it's better to have your legs properly inside the food box, you know, because if you're using as a blanket, that blanket could slide off and you can get cold feet. So super nice. I like that idea that I can connect my hammock to this underquilt. It's very easy to use. Okay, I think I will finish my tea with cookies and go to chill inside. Very nice tea from the herbs. Very nice. So I'm enjoying my cookies with tea, and then I will go inside. 0808. Synchronicity time for chilling. I'm here since 2 o'clock, I believe. Yeah. So it took me 6 hours to film everything I'm showing you. And only now I'm first time sitting in my hammock. Okay guys, see you later. Peace. So I changed to my base layer, this fleece jacket, my thermal socks. As it goes for beanie, this time I have new gear, this black fleece ninja mask. This is very comfortable, very loosely for my nose, it's not pressing my nose. I can use it as a hoodie, as a hat, as a beanie, and as a ninja mask. I will show you. So as you can see, I can use it as a simple beanie, and also as a hoodie. It has neck protection, that's very nice, especially in the hammocks in the cold weather. And it has extra layer here, I can lift it up, and it also covers my ears. So as you can see, black ninja now. So I get this mask from AliExpress. It's not expensive, I believe it was 3 euros or something, maybe 4. Very nice. And yeah, at the moment I will use this extra part just like an extra layer for my neck, and I think I will sleep like this. And if it will be cold for my nose, I will use ninja mask. So this mask is versatile. It's more practical as a beanie. For me, beanies are for summer, spring or autumn, but for winter it's better to use something with a little bit more protection. So yeah, this is nice, I like it. Okay then, I'm going to put my boots inside this Onewind boots bag because I don't want any raccoon to steal my boots, okay? That's it, safe and sound. So I will leave my boots on the ground connected to my bag. Yeah. But of course I can just hang it somewhere on a hammock too. So yeah. So this thing is actually nice to have, especially for tent camping, and especially if you don't have any vestibule, like a one-person tent. So yeah. Okay, I'm inside 2 layers of top quilts. I should be fine, but before I say you good night, let's check the temperature. So the temperature is still around 0 degrees Celsius. Yeah, okay, and humidity is around 91. Okay then, see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. This was long night. So daylight is only 1 hour, so the darkness was still 8:30 or something. At the moment temperature is still around 0 degrees Celsius, and the lowest temperature this night was minus 0.6 degrees Celsius. Okay, I think it's time to get out to make some morning tea with cookies. Yeah. So these 2 layers working perfectly fine. I was very toasty in these top quilts, but about the underquilt I will tell you later. Good morning, beautiful morning. So, I survived freezing temperatures in hammock. I'm not sure if this is a real shelter for somebody, but it seems too small. Maybe some kids were playing, maybe babies of the Bigfoot, I don't know. Maybe I actually can try to get inside to see how big it is. So, let's do this. I don't know. So, actually, I'm almost in. If I would sleep like with a bended knees in fetus position, maybe I could fit inside. I will try. So now I can almost fit inside. So the part of me stays outside like this. But of course, if I would use some small tarp or poncho over here, I can survive, but like this tight now. Okay then, let's go back to review of underquilt. Peace! about this Onewind mini reel. It's very easy to use. Tangle-free system, just roll it up. Of course, I'm not saying this rolling is very comfortable because these handles are very small and there is no gear, you know, you just roll it like it is. But anyway, it's nice. But if you are asking me, will take it every time with me? Then no. Because I have my self-made from Dyneema without this spool, so it's 2 times lighter and maybe 3 times smaller. But of course you can open this up and take everything out and it will be much lighter and smaller that way too, so it's not a problem. But I like this one. I will take it with me here and there. I think this is nice for people who don't wanna deal with tangles on the line, so this is very nice. There is one drawback for me. I don't really like that I need to push all these parts all the way to one side and then all the way to back side. Sometimes it's very hard to slide them, especially after you've done your camping, because you need to spend a little bit time to get them loose. And then one by one you're pushing to one side. So that's one drawback for me for this one. Hello from the future. So this is how it looks after my upgrades. It is much cleaner look and works just perfectly fine. So what I've done, first I connected small carabiner on this end loop. So now it's very easy, just place it around the tree and connect it. Done, super easy and fast. And next upgrade I've done is this big hole. So I will show you for reference. So this is how it was and this is how it is now. And you're gonna ask me why you made the hole like this. Because of this big hole, now I'm able to leave the prosec nuts on the places they should be. So look. So this is first one. It goes on the one end of the hammock. So this goes in the middle. And third one on the other end of the hammock. So now this Ridgeline has 3 prosec nuts for tarp, how it should be. So this one was for this hook. Now I'm using this hook without a prosec nut. I will show you how. So just before next tree you make a loop like this and you feed it through. Super simple. See? That's it. And now it works as it should be. You place it around the tree to the small hook, cinch it, and then use this big hook to secure in place. That's it. So now I very love this mini reel. It's amazing. So there is no more need for pushing all 3 prosec nuts all the way to one side and then all the way to back side. It's sometimes very hard to do, especially after camping, because there are tension on a tarp and you need to make them loose, you know, and then push them. Now it's much easier, look. So after you're done, just roll everything in. Look, see, easily, super easy. See, wow, nice one. So I've changed this big carabiner to this smaller one, and there is this hook. You can actually use this hook to attach it to your Ridgeline. So yeah, that's my upgrade. And about this part, of course you can make another loop here and place it on a prosec nut, but I think it's too much hassle with that. So now I can place it like this. See? Done. This is much cleaner look. And now it's most important part. Would I recommend this mini reel to anybody? Definitely yes. Especially after doing this upgrade. Now it is ultimate Ridgeline reel. Definitely. Okay, back to the video. Very easy to use, and sometimes if you don't need that spool, you just take it out and use it without this spool for some space saving or weight saving or something. The materials it's made of are very well. As I shown you yesterday, I placed a rubber band on the end to create a top quilt from this camping blanket. This thing is very puffy. I believe you can use it down to 2 degrees Celsius because it seems the same as this one, and this is rated to 2 degrees Celsius, and I've been testing it, and 2 degrees is a comfort limit. You will start to feel some cold. To be safe, I would say down to 5 degrees Celsius. So combining these together, I will calculate and leave the specs on the screen. One day I found formula. You can calculate your sleeping bag ratings, and actually so far that formula was true. So you just clip together like this. I would say last 4 clips on the end, and then just tie one end and your top quilt is ready. But like I said yesterday, of course you can use it as a simple blanket, or you can make a cocoon from it. But about that cocoon, in my opinion, because of the foot end is open, that makes no sense to make a cocoon. My wife has a snug pack cocoon, and that one is full cocoon, okay? That's a very nice system, I very like it. But in this case, like I shown you yesterday, for example, if I make a cocoon, so I'm lazy to reconnect it now. I wanna film fast, my battery is dying, it's 0 degrees Celsius, and I want to finish my video. I need to buy more batteries for my GoPro. So imagine this is connected to these tabs over here, like a rooftop. But the feet end is open, so of course, like I said yesterday, you can maybe don't clip the last ones and then you fold over your legs, but in my opinion that's not efficient. So I think the most efficient way is to make a top quilt, or in the summer use it as a blanket, that's it. And of course you can double up your underquilt if needed for winter. So I've been very toasty inside these 2 top quilts in minus 0.6 degrees Celsius. So, but like I mentioned before, I think I can use them in minus 10 degrees Celsius, no problem. I think so. Okay, let's talk about yesterday's night. At the beginning, I started to feel cold, and then I thought, oh no, I need to double up my underquilt or something. But then I don't have any extra top quilt with me. So I've checked with my hand all cold spots, and I could find where the cold was coming from. Yeah. So when you are setting up your underquilt, especially in the first time, you need to tune everything. If you leave something, some gap somewhere, it could be cold. I remember my homemade underquilts, I were testing maybe first 3 times, maybe something like that. Only then they worked perfectly fine. Before I had cold spots. So with my hand I was testing where the cold is coming from, and then it turned out that I need to cinch everything quite hardly. Also here, look how much, come on. I made my underquilt tighter fit. I had too much gap on my feet end from the underquilt to my hammock. So I raised up underquilt closer to my hammock. I've stretched it out longwise also, and then everything was fine, and I felt very toasty and nice till maybe 6 o'clock, and then I felt again cold. I think I need to use underquilt protector as I was doing with my homemade underquilts, because it will completely close the gaps and trap some heat inside. When I was doing tests with my homemade underquilt, I was also using windsock, so it's extra 2 layers. And also, my homemade underquilts have 2 extra layers of fabric inside, because I was sandwiching sleeping bags between 2 layers of fabric. So my theory is that also those extra layers inside gave me those ratings. So like I said yesterday, I'm going to test this winter. I'm going to add underquilt protector and also windsock. Then I will see. can I go to minus 10 degrees Celsius with the one layer? Because this night, this was only first test, and I know now I can definitely use it in 0 degrees Celsius, no problem, with one layer. But like I said, I need to deal with these gaps on the ends. Also, I want to mention that those tests I've done with my homemade underquilt, I was doing them with sleeping bags, not with top quilts. So maybe that's also a difference, because in a sleeping bag you are fully rolled in your sleeping bag. Of course, with the top quilts, I was placing the top quilts around my shoulders and pushing sides under my butt too, but you know, there's still some gap without nothing. Maybe that's also impacting the results. So we'll see. I have a lot of tests with this underquilt. This underquilt connects with the 3 bungee cords, one on each side and also one in the middle. See, it lifts the middle part up, but I don't really get it why this part is without a bungee cord inside. You can cinch only this part over here, so this stays plain, you see? Maybe that's the design. When you laying diagonally, you don't need it. Maybe. I think so. So there's running bungee cord just in the middle, and you can cinch it up. This is very nice that you can cinch it in the middle. You can be in a hammock and do it. You don't need to go to the one side and cinch it that way. It's very nice. And actually this connects with a very thin bungee cords. At first I thought, wow, that's very nice, they're very light and so on, but like I saw yesterday, I need to cinch my underquilt quite hard, and I can feel it right now that these bungee cords will not last long. They are already maxing out. Look, that's it. There's the dead end. So in my opinion, these bungee cords should be replaced with some thicker ones. These definitely are too weak in my opinion. And I want to mention that nobody is paying me to say anything about this product. This is all my own thoughts about it. If I don't like something, I will tell. And definitely I will tell everything I like about it. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned something from this video. Maybe it was entertaining. As usual, stay safe, leave no trace, be good to other people and get out to the nature. So see you on the next one. Peace. Peace.